Okay, y'all. This is Kerry Porter, KP, the Global Watchdog for Injustice, for the way that LMPD, the Prosecuting Attorney's Office, was headed by Thomas Wayne, now it's headed by Janine Weathers, Miss Weathers, and Mark Baker was the prosecuting attorney. There shouldn't have been a prosecuting attorney on this gun case. The time is 5:37. 5:37. Today's date, Wednesday, November 27th. So I started this affidavit. I'm doing today's subject matter is doing an affidavit. I got the time. It's 5:37, November 27th, 24, and it's an affidavit to refute everything. It says, I thought I was saying affidavit. I'm going to show you this thing, finished product of this. I'm refuting our Mark Baker. I'm going to give this case back for bias, um, bias attitude towards Mark Baker, the judge, Alex Thomas, badge number 7294, and James Stephen, badge number 77977. I forgot his badge number. 39, 7739. So I'm gonna finish this and refute everything with an affidavit for the search warrant. I'll put this in here real quick. You have to refute all of the Commonwealth. So now I got it in there. I just wrote it in there. You seen that live. You have to refute all refuted affidavit facts. So I have to refute that the gun was in plain view on the kitchen floor. It never was. And I like to see how they doctor that up. I have to put in the affidavit that I didn't welcome James Stephen into my house on the Brady list since 2010 for his trustworthiness. He shouldn't have been in my house. He found the second gun in my home. He said it was in plain view after Alex found the first gun. Alex Thomas found the first gun in my allegedly on the kitchen floor, but it was in between a banister. Going down to carpet was over the banister and it was cuffed in there. He didn't know whether that was a toy gun or otherwise. So many guns now have gotten people killed because they look alike. So that's why they start putting orange handles on the gun and orange things in the front. So anyway, you have to refute all of the Commonwealth's lies like they did in the Breonna Taylor's case. They're going to lie on the search warrant affidavit. So in the search warrant affidavit, they said that the gun was in plain view once he came into my home, and they came in to remove the guns that they knew about because of the February 1st domestic EPO vow, February 1st of 2017, when Cecilia Sanders swears out an affidavit on Little Kerry's birthday, January the affidavit and criminal complaint of harassing her EPO complaint. Uh, uh, equal protect emergency protective order, EPO, emergency protective order complaint. She swore it out on Little Kerry's birthday of January 17th, 2017. So we had a hearing on. They gave me notice as proceeded, and I showed up, and Elliot showed up, and she was not expecting that. The day was February the 1st of 2017. She got on the stand and said her position that yes, I spelled out this affidavit, yes, it's true and correct, and she swore to the facts of it, that she feared for her life at the hands of me. So later on, she said all of these facts on the stand, and then my lawyer, Ellis Slauser, asked her, the one in the lawsuit, the lawsuit was pending. They was trying to damage my lawsuit. I'm sure Thomas Wayne's office was probably behind it. That's why they know I had the guns. They probably told her how to get me in trouble and everything else. so that because they was trying to come up with a way to beat me out of my lawsuit. They hired 11 law firms for $556,000. There's some change to pay 11 lawsuit lawyers. I found a way to cheat me out of $1 million a year. It came all the way down to me only doing, instead of 15 years that I said I did, 14 years, 21 days, 14 years, 10 months, 21 days. They came up with only 11 years, therefore beat me out of 3 years. They paid me $681,000 for each year. So if you were to add up those other 3 years and 10 months, I would have some more money. I have 681,000 times 3 years and 10 months. That comes up to about $2.5 million. So, we're do the math. 681 times 3.681,000 times 3 years, 10 months, and 21 days. Go day for day. That is 18. I think it ends up, if you break it down, it ends up being 1,857 every day. Remember that. Do the math on it. So I'm gonna do this affidavit. It ain't finished now. I'm only on 4. I'm gonna give this case back for personal getting back to Seal. She took the stand and said that Kerry was trying to kill me, and she showed Facebook. She entered into the record things off of Facebook posts. This ain't one of them, but I'm just showing you an example. She said, yes, here's this from the Facebook post. My friend came over and the judge asked her, well, do you have a Facebook post? Is you a friend on Facebook? How did you get that? So she lied and said a friend brought it over, but her and Wanda stalked me on Facebook. So anyway, she introduced a picture from Facebook in which I have a bent over shotgun shells in between my fingers. And I know the Thomas Wayne didn't help her do this. So I had shotgun shells in between each one of my fingers. I go get some now. And she said that because I had these shotgun shells in each one of my fingers, and her husband was killed with a shotgun, she thinks I'm coming after her with a shotgun, she said. So that's one way that the local police knew that I had guns in my home, according to that. Cecilia Sanders sworn on the oath that and introduced them into the record the shotgun shell pictures from Facebook. I had on all orange, and I said in the thing, I'm going rabbit hunting and deer hunting. I'm after that rascally rabbit, something being silly and comical. So the judge proved that that was not a shotgun that I had in my arm, that it was a BB gun. She said you can look in there and see that hole. You can get the tape on this, and news media, you can get the tape on this and prove that point. February the 1st, 2017. The other way the Louisville police knew I had guns is because of I went to Frankfurt, not once but twice, and got I filled out a form for expungement of my record. When you expunge a record, the person knows that you're trying to get all the way right, voting rights and gun rights back. They knew I was carrying a gun. I went in Walmart, Lowe's, Myers, every place that, and all kinds of gas stations. I had a gun, a 9mm on my side, and went in there, and I made sure that I was on camera with a gun. So Juan seen me the day before I settled. I settled January 24th of 2018. But Juan see me in Lowe's. He was in there first. He was at the getting some bath fines. I did a 911 call. The 911 call should have been part of this gun case. The date is January the 23rd of 2018. Juan told me, you better take that money and get out of town. That's how I know they're stalking me. He knows the exact date of my settlement. So, which was the next day. So I took that as a threat. Unbeknown to him, I had my hand on a gun, and he just didn't know it. He don't know how close he came. But I wasn't gonna fight Lowe's politics. They would make sure I got convicted But if it happened anywhere else, we wouldn't be having I'll be on another case instead of the gun case. So, God protected that and let that play out right. So I'm doing 47 now. So what I got going on now is I got to do an affidavit to refute everything that um, I'm gonna do an affidavit to show that this is a sloppy case. That the 911, the gun was never in between. Um, the gun was never in plain view on the kitchen floor. Why would it be? A girl just saying that on the 911 call, I'm trying to rape her, I'm choking her, and I'm trying to sodomize her. But the police violated her rights by not investigating her 911 concern. Because anything on 911 call is supposed to investigate, period, and it's supposed to be investigative reports to the same. So when you don't have investigative reports of that, the 911 is a pretext. They have no, they talk about it on 7 pieces of paper that I'll be mailing in to Miss Weathers, to where they said this discussion took place in the basement. I talked to Mr. Porter about why he called 911. Me and Tom, Officer James Stephan talked to Mr. Porter and Miss Hicks about the 911 call. All of these 7 different pieces of paper, but no report as to whether or not she stole my iPhone, my notepad, my. I don't see an app called Notepad. You'll need to get that from the App Store first. So they pick up on everything. I wouldn't doubt police listen to this. So they don't have no reports of she's trying to steal my gift cards, jewelry, money, tear up my house, break my TV, and my TV came up broke. And Louisville police said, but my TV was on while they was doing the search, and they told me to turn the TV off. They want you to turn this off because this would have a straight spree of time in which you can reference this to what they click off on their, turn off the body cam, boom, turn on the body cam, turn off the body cam. He kept doing that. Alex Thompson kept doing that. Alex Thompson, badge number 7294. He kept turning off his body cam, and that's what I had to put in this affidavit. They also tampering with my surveillance, Vivint, VIVINT. I got private. I got that. I got private, my own body surveillance. I say body cam surveillance company, and I also have. I have a Vivint. I got my own and Vivint. So that's 2 of them. They tampered with both of them. So I didn't know Vivint didn't save the thing for you had to get it within requested a month, and and after that they throw theirs away. Probably got a lawsuit against Vivint. So anyway, I'm gonna do this affidavit, and this is how you put this affidavit with your motion to dismiss the case for official misconduct. Official misconduct being the judge's misconduct. She stated a personal opinion and she loses her robe. The prosecuting attorney stated a personal opinion, and Alex stated a personal opinion at the grand jury. That way you're proving bias. All 3 of these fine personal opinions are biased. You're entitled to an impartial, neutral, non-biased investigation, trial, and prosecution. So Louisville police, they failed me with a non-biased investigation. The Commonwealth Attorney's Office failed me with a biased presentation of the evidence and a biased prosecution. Mark Baker withheld before my introduction. Mark Baker is a Francois Cunningham R. Kelly case, where he made a deal with Francois, knowing how deadly Juan Sanders and Murder Inc. were, and the killing of Tim Tooley, all-day torture. And so he knows that, and I put things on YouTube and then Facebook. I ain't getting in nobody's trunk. They killed Tim Tooley, tortured him really horribly bad. Really horribly bad. I tutored and Cecilia tutored Tim Tooley. She might have used Mon might have used her to lure Tim Tooley in. He had a crush on her from the time we tutored him. We was 17, 19, and he was probably 11 or 12. So when he got older, he probably still had a infatuation with her. So probably, and they use females to lure people in, murder ink does, and make their hits. Um, it's a lot of it's three famous cases that are unsolved, and they need to be solved. Louisville, Kentucky. When are you gonna back off the Town Camp investigation? Do the right thing, right or wrong. So I'm gonna make this affidavit, right or wrong. So you attach that with misconduct. This case was a sloppy case. It was sadly mishandled. The most interesting point is this search warrant letter. It's got a whole lot of stuff in front of it. I'll peel this off, and at the top of it, you can kind of see this is a search warrant letter, but he doesn't fill out the date. I'll show you in another letter I introduced. But this thing, when I dissect it, this is what it looks like when I dissect stuff, y'all. I'll break it down. It comes. See that note on that one. Let's see what else I got laid around. This is what police do. You can get deprivation up under the color of law, deprivating your civil rights. I need to learn this. It's Title 18. Look down here close. Title 18, USC, Section 442. Look real close. Get that. Okay. Google this and learn this. You get them for when a judge says anything personal, you are not acting under the color law, meaning your uniform. You take off your uniform and you derobe yourself. Like I take off it's my uniform right here, y'all. Yeah, OG's hat. You ever see a feather? I got feather in my cap. So you take off that. When they take off that robe, it is all personal. See, I'm not going after them personally. I got my hat on. I'm gonna keep my hat on. When you take off this hat, now it's me and them personal. Personal things aren't respected because they have feelings involved and a interest of a non-authority. It removes their authority. So keep the hat on. Don't let feelings be involved. And this is how I win cases. So they gonna lose this case because of personal feelings. Let me give you an example. The judge says she's gonna enter the whole 911 call. So and show it to the jurors. I'm in my boxers. She can't show the 911 call to the jurors because it's audio. But she wants to show the whole 911 thing when the investigation. And I'm in my boxers. My house is she tore my house, so it's in a array. She wants to embarrass me and everything else. I'm in my boxers, fat gut hanging over, because I didn't have time to get dressed. They said they came in 15 minutes. They came in 30. It seemed like to me 30 minutes. I called back and they erased all this. So I got to get them for doctoring up things. So anyway, they're going to allow you. You have to, when they allow you to fabricate stuff, they're violating your civil rights. So up under the color of law, they can be prosecuted and sent to prison. They're sending judges and prosecuting attorneys along with police to prison on a regular basis. Maverick, United States Attorney General, Garlic Maverick, however he says his name, and Christine Clark, they're doing a good job of investigating all of the North Carolina, Minneapolis with George Floyd, here Louisville, Kentucky, Atlanta for the murders in the jail, the way they treat us in Atlanta's jail, North Carolina, South Carolina, something. It's a lot of things they get in they're investigating for a pattern in practice, and I have them. I left out. I don't know if it's still here. 5:56, almost 6 o'clock. So they invested in investigating all of these different states for a pattern and practice. If you can prove a pattern and practice, they will, if you allege and prove, show them some proof of a pattern and practice, you can fill out, where is it at? I don't see that. But Louisville, Kentucky, they have this form right here. And under this form right here, this is our standard operation procedure. Standard operation procedure 11.7. Under the standard operation procedure, they know of Brady violation, Brady and Gigolo, about exculpatory evidence. Okay, right. I don't know if you can see exculpatory evidence. Well, they're supposed to tell over exculpatory evidence. So I'm going to get them. My 911 calls wanted threatening me in Lowe's is 911 call. So, and the assassination plot were on February the 1st. Burbanks, Donald Burbanks III, Lieutenant Burbanks, says that Cecilia Sanders is one of the names willing to participate in the assassination of Kerry Porter. When she walked out of the courtroom for filing false charges on me, and they allow her to do it like they give wine and seal favoritism all the time, then that's the day in which I arm myself with guns so that I can protect myself. Necessity, choice of evil, and justification. KRS 503.020. It gives you immune from the prosecution of convicted felon with a handgun. Convicted felon with a handgun is KRS 527.020. So while it says that I infracted the law over here, they said I can have the immunity said if I have all of the grounds of intimate danger. You have to prove the elements of the case of 503.020. The elements are intimate danger. Let's prove intimate danger. I have a bullet hole in my headboard, and they never produced that, and they know exactly what bullet holes look like around Louisville, Kentucky. So with that being said, that they withheld that video of the search warrant. When you search somebody's house, you're definitely gonna look up under the pillows, up under the mattress, You're gonna look all over in the closet, all over in shoes, and definitely all over in drawers. So they knew exactly. They knew exactly what that bullet hole looked like and what that bullet hole meant in my headboard, this far over my pillow. So no matter whether a shot was fired in or I shot out, it was a necessity gunshot. Necessity. So that's a big part of my case. I'm going to put that in my affidavit. Where my affidavit went to. My affidavit, I'm going to put it in this affidavit in a minute. So y'all, I'm going to end it now. That's like 23 minutes. I went long-winded, but that's okay. I like it. Kerry KP, the Louisville Watchdog for Injustice. Kerry Porter speaks on wrongful conviction. I got to keep doing this to educate my people on how they do wrongful conviction. They conspire, and that's what this deprivation of rights is. You can get them for violating your civil rights to a fair proceeding. A fair proceeding includes bias and non-bias. So there we are. KP, the Louisville legend. Don't never take off your hat. It shows your bald head. So it shows your real intent.